Hi everyone. So today we'll be going through equivalent fractions. Now, before we go into what equivalent fractions are, we've got to go through what fractions are. Okay, just a little reminder, fractions from primary school, it's basically parts of a whole. Okay, so I've got a diagram here. One whole is all of the circles shaded. Okay, one half of a whole is just half of that circle shaded. Okay, so let's go into some terminology. 20/57 is a fraction. Okay, the top number here in the green is called the numerator. Okay, that basically means the number of parts that you have shaded. Okay, that makes more sense to you. And then the bottom number 57 represents the word denominator, means the number of parts in a whole. Okay, so how many parts do you have in total? Denominator. The line in between the 20 and the 57 is the line that separates the numerator and the denominator. Okay, also that line represents the division sign. Okay, so let's go here. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. If we hear the word equivalent, whenever we see EQU, we think about the word equal. Okay, so equivalent fractions basically mean is I have one fraction and it's equal to another fraction that basically looks exactly the same. Okay, so basically equivalent fractions are fractions represented in a diagram, and it's just represented in a different way. I'll show you if it doesn't make sense. Okay, so how many ways can I draw half, okay, as equivalent fractions? I've got 4 circles. Okay, the first circle here, half, I'm going to show you how to do that. So if I have a circle and I want to cut it in half, let's say I have a pizza and I want to cut it in half. So I'll cut it in half. And let's say I'm really hungry at the moment and I want to eat half of that pizza. So I would shade half of that pizza, one half of that pizza. Okay, so that's half. That's how I represent half. Now let's say I have another pizza and I want to share it with a group of 4 people. Let's say 3 people, right? I want to share it with 3 people, and the pizza place cut that pizza into 4 pieces. So we're going to cut the circle or the pizza in 4 pieces. So now you can see that there's 4 pieces. And for me, I want to eat half. Okay, I want to eat half of that pizza, whereas the rest of my friends will have 1 piece each. Okay, so how do I represent half of my pizza? Well, I'm going to eat 1, and I'm going to eat 2. So in this case, I'm eating 2 pizzas at the moment. Okay, 2 pieces of pizza. So what I can write this as is I can write down as I ate 2 pieces out of the whole, out of 4 pieces. Okay, I don't know if you can see the pattern at the moment. It looks like they're shaded the exact same way. Now let's say the pizza place cut the pizza into 6 pieces. So let's do that first. 1, 2, 3. Imagine they cut it into equal 6 pieces. Okay, and I want to eat half of those 6 pieces. So what's half of 6? Okay, there's 3. So I'm going to eat 1, 2, 3 pizzas. Okay, so that means I ate 3 out of the 6. And lucky loss, if you can see the pattern at the moment, I want to cut this pizza into 8 pieces. Okay, let's say the pizza place cut it into 8 pieces here, and I want to eat half of those 8 pieces. I'm going to eat 1, 2, 3, 4. So I ate 4 pieces out of the 8. Now, can you see here all the shaded part? See the green here that I'm coloring in? They all look exactly the same if I colored it in the green. I'm coloring the exact same section. So for me to write half in different fractions, in equivalent fractions, 2/4 is an equivalent fraction of half. 3/6 is an equivalent fraction of half, and 4/8 is an equivalent fraction of half. Okay. Now, when we are finding equivalent fractions, okay, we're going to use multiplication. So in this case here, I've got 1/2 equal to 4/8. Now I know the answer, 4/8 is an equivalent fraction for half, but how do I do that? Well, I need to multiply. Think about it this way. Let's look at the green arrow here. Okay. 1, the numerator 1. 1 multiplied by what number gives me 4? Well, 1 multiplied by 4 equals me to 4. Now, whatever I do to the top, the numerator, I have to do it to the bottom. Okay. So if I multiply 4 on the top, that means I need to multiply 4 at the bottom. Now let's double check. 2 times 4, does it give me 8? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's how I find equivalent fractions. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, all you have to do is the questions that I've assigned, and I'll see you soon. Bye.